Gamers, the 1.20 update for Minecraft has been out for a while now, and I've spent heaps of time creating over 20 brand new detailed builds with the new blocks and items with my good friend Extra Builds. Also, each build showcased in this video will be available to download over on my Patreon, so be sure to check it out. Alright, let's get into the first build. For the first build, we have a desert archaeological dig site, where they've just uncovered this giant carcass or like bones of some ancient animal or something, and they've just gone ahead and set up a big site around it as well to excavate it. So off to the left here, we have some tables with a whole bunch of trinkets and pots that have been, theoretically uncovered from the area. Heading through here, we've got bones and more stuff. And this build also has a second, larger version over here where the bones are actually a little bit smaller, and the rest of this area is actually taken up by some other stuff. We've got suspicious gravel and sand and stuff in here, and a whole bunch of pots that have been uncovered. And this area is a little bit bigger as well. Next up, we have a cherry blossom moss cottage house thing, kind of inspired by Studio Ghibli houses and stuff like that. We've got a very pointy roof here that kind of slopes down over to the side here, and we've got a whole bunch of moss and grass and flowers on top of that. Heading inside, we've got a quaint little cute cozy cottage in here. We've got our bed, a little bit of storage, and down here we have our main kind of area with a whole bunch of storage, some crafting, and some furnaces too. Next up, we have a cherry blossom mine entrance, which the mine entrance is probably like 25% of this build. As you can see here, we have a just a standard kind of cool looking mine entrance. Full credit goes to Extra for the design of this. Very nice. In here, nothing too crazy, just a standard mine entrance. We've got a minecart as well, and of course it doesn't go any further than that in true fashion. Then when you come out here and take a look at the rest of the build, we actually have a big old bridge here where the mine is situated in, and then behind this we actually have a big old river as well. Next up, we have a simple bamboo hut design. So this is using all of the new blocks. We've got a whole bunch of just bamboo, we've got mosaic bamboo, and then we have the actual block of bamboo as well. Heading through the front door, we just have a very small interior here, nothing too crazy. So we've just got the bare essentials. We've got a bed, some furnaces, and some crafting and storage. Yeah, it's definitely a perfect design for a nice little bamboo village or something like that. We did actually plan on building one, but we ran out of time. Staying in the vein of some bamboo builds, we actually have a bamboo dock over here. I'm sick of saying bamboo, Jesus Christ, man. So yeah, we've got a whole dock here consisting of that wood. We've got the arrival area for like your boats and stuff. We've got a nice little boat rack design. You guys know I love my boat racks. This time with some rafts instead. And yeah, definitely a nice little build to, maybe theoretically add to your bamboo village. Next up, we have a farm with that wood that I'm not saying. A very simple design. We've just got a big fence around here with a door design here. We can take the path down through here to all of our plants. And nothing too crazy, just a nice little farm here. Next up, we have a jungle mine entrance in the style of like a temple or something cool like that. We've got this design here with these big stone arches, and then behind that we have like these leaves, kind of meant to look like vines and stuff. And yeah, I went pretty light with the details on this one just because I thought it looked pretty nice, just having it kind of clean like this. Next, we have a bit of a simpler build. This one's just simply a, interior kind of area for your base. That is an enchanting area. And so in this, we've utilized the new chiseled bookcase blocks, which adds a nice bit of variance to the bookshelves here. Previously, we like to use looms to look like empty bookshelves, which does still work pretty well, but you might as well just use the chiseled bookshelves at this point. Next, it's back to the desert to a desert mine entrance design. This one is a little bit more grand of an entrance. We've got two big towers on the left and right side, and then in the middle, of course, we have our mine entrance design with a whole bunch of details like these pots everywhere. Next, it's back to a bit of a simpler design. We have a cherry blossom themed pathway here where we've just got a couple of custom cherry blossom trees employing my patented design. I actually completely forgot to finish this tree. Jesus Christ, man. Supposed to have lanterns on that bad boy too. We've also lined the pathway with a bunch of white flowers and also pink petals and a bunch of these cherry blossom bushes with some extinguished campfires beside those as well. Next, we have a blacksmith design. So for the outside, we just have a simple spruce roof. The back, definitely kind of lacking. Most of the effort was put to the front and the inside here. We have a couple of anvils. We've got our lava for smelting and a little bit of a cooling box thing as well. Heading through here, you can see the main feature of the base, which is, to showcase the new armor trims. To the right here, we've got a nice little detailed area with a smithing table and stuff. We've got some furnaces here and then another set of trimmed armors. And yeah, that pretty much does it for the blacksmith. Next up, we have a base exterior design here, which is meant to look a bit like a garden. So heading through the front gate here, as you can see, off to the left, we have a nice little setup here with a couple of pot plants. Off to the right, we have a bit of a farm with the new pitcher plants as well, which look really cool in my opinion. And then over here, we have a nice little flower garden built in like a bit of a gradient from white to yellow to orange to red, which looks pretty cool. And then for the next build, we actually head on inside here to a bit of an armor trim showcase design. thing. So to do this, all you have to do is just place your armor stand on here, then you place your glass blocks out here, put some pistons behind those, and then you just power those on, and it'll push the glass blocks inside your armor stand here with your armor trim showcase thing. Next up, we're showing some love to the camels. Here we've got a camel stable, which I'm not sure what's going on here. Extra built this one by himself, so he gets credit and also credit for whatever the hell is going on there. So yeah, just a simple small little area. I kind of feel bad for the guy. He's yeah, not got a lot of space in here, but that's okay. But the real shining star is over here where we have a big old camel sanctuary this time. So we've got a pretty unique shaped building here. It's like a bit of a curved U shape, I guess. And we've made a bit of like an oasis out in the middle here with a water like pond design thing that runs off this way. And heading on inside here, we've got our storage and crafting area, and then all of our camel boys in here. And then off to the left side here, we've got yeah, pretty much the exact same thing. Next, keeping in the theme of animal containment, we have this nice barn design, and full credit goes to Extra Builds for this one. He yeah, pretty much designed this whole thing by himself, and it looks very nice, I might add. Definitely a unique block palette. And heading on inside, as you can see, this one actually isn't a regular barn. We are actually holding nothing. I'm not sure what happened to the sniffers that were supposed to be in here, but there they are. So yeah, we actually have a sniffer barn here, and then off to the right side, we actually have... Oh my god, dude. Where did it all go, man? I should have probably checked this before I started recording, but it's okay. Yeah, as you can see, we have some kind of incubator areas where we have like the eggs situated on some hay and stuff like that. Next, we have a detailed medieval pathway design. So here we have a bit of like a crossroads or like a Y intersection thing. Off to the right here, we've got a river with the new pitcher plants growing alongside it. In the middle here, we've got a street sign with the new hanging signs that point you towards where you're going. We've got this place, and then we've got this place. Yeah. Off to the right here, we've got a nice little detailed campsite, and then we also have like a ruined house kind of thing as well. Oh, and I almost forgot, we've also got the decorated pods here. Definitely a really nice addition to alongside any kind of medieval pathway. Definitely looks really cool. Next up, we've got a couple of interior showcase design things, with the first one here being like a, I don't even know, honestly. It's like a Zelda pot room, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm probably showing a picture of it here, but it's meant to be like an offhand storage area for maybe a shop or something like that, or even, you know, the main area for a shop. For the next interior showcase, we're just showcasing a whole bunch of different, you know, new tabletop designs. The first one here being something pretty cool. I didn't even know in this update you can actually put mob heads on top of note blocks, and then when you press a button here, it plays the mob sound. And yeah, we've got my least favorite mob here too. Pretty cool. You can probably troll your friends with that if you wanted to. For the next section, we've just utilized our pot design once again, and we've also got this thing, the Skulk Shrieker, whatever the hell that is. I honestly have no idea how any of the Skulk stuff works. I don't even know what a freaking underground city thing looks like. Jesus Christ, man. Off to the right here, we're not really showcasing anything with the new blocks. We've just got a piglin head here. I'm not sure what's going on with that. You can thank Extra for this. Off to the right, we're showcasing the new hanging signs. We've got the classic live, laugh, and love over here. And then, yeah, it's just like meant to be a bit of a kitchen design. And then for the final interior section, we have this nice new indoor houseplant design using the new pot, a fence, and some azalea leaves. Definitely looks really nice. And then for the final interior showcase thing here, we've got a bit of a library design here. So the main new stuff is just the chiseled bookcases, but in each section we've got something different, with the first one here being like one of those ladders on wheels that you use to grab higher up books in the library. To the right here, we've got a, you know, a houseplant design. Over here, we've got an enchanting area with the new chiseled bookshelves. Then we've got this nice design and this one as well. And yeah, that's it for the interior library thing. Next up, we have this super detailed campsite design. I'm really happy with the way this one turned out. It's probably one of my most favorite builds in this video. So yeah, we just have a couple of tents with a whole bunch of details in between those. We've got a crop farm over here. And here we've got a whole bunch of pots. Once again, we've got a bit of a hunting stand or like a watchtower thing. Then we've got the bigger tent over here with a couple more pots, some beds and stuff. Over here, we have like a storage design for the campsite. A little bit more crops, another tent over here, and then a little chair too. And for the final build over here, we have the Cherry Blossom Village. I left this one to last because I have actually showcased this in a previous video, which I do apologize for, but I just thought I'd quickly showcase it here. Definitely a really unique and nice build. We've got a big canal that runs through here over to this big lake, a big sprawling market area in the middle of this, and then just a whole bunch of nice cherry blossom house designs. The main feature I'd definitely say is these floating houses over here. Just really adds a nice bit of uniqueness to the village too. I'm definitely not being sarcastic. And out here, just for some bonus builds, I might as well just show you these builds that we made for my wife's channel, actually. We've got a nice cherry blossom cottage thing here. We've got Actually, this is the same build from before. Don't worry about that. And yeah, definitely check out my wife's channel. She's making some nice long plays and maybe a hardcore series coming soon too. Alright, and that just about does it for all of the builds we created for this video. Once again, if you want to download and explore any of these for yourself, be sure to check out my Patreon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.